Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. Steve Sipress here, and Google must have known that today is World Wide Web Wednesday because earlier today, this morning, they announced, excuse me, end of a long day of a lot of meetings, a lot of talking to a lot of people. By the way, go to helpfromsteve.com. You can get on my calendar, and I will talk to you on a Zoom call to help you out with anything advertising, marketing, sales related to the getting of revenue to your business. Back to World Wide Web news. Google announced today, they'd already announced earlier that they are going to suspend third-party cookies. That is where they can track people around the internet. They're going to no longer allow those to be used on the Chrome browser, which of course is a Google product and is the dominant browser used around the web. By the way, I no longer use the Chrome browser because of privacy concerns, which this is addressing. I personally use DuckDuckGo.com, Duck, DuckDuckGo.com. They do not track users at all. And there's other similar privacy-oriented browsers you can use. So I'm getting some pop-up there on my phone, excuse me. And however, perhaps that's why Google is bending to that trend to fend off people going to other browsers because of privacy concerns. They're trying to squelch some of the privacy concerns. So they'd already announced no more third-party cookies, which means Google will not know, and advertisers won't know and won't be able to micro-target their ads to people that are visiting certain websites. A cookie is a piece of code that web people put onto hopefully your web person puts onto your website so that you know when people take certain actions, visit your site and so forth, and then that gets reported to Google, and then advertisers can advertise to people that go to certain websites. Anyway, Google has already said no more third-party cookies, but they left it open to other companies in the wake of that announcement, starting to work on all kinds of alternate technology that'll basically do the same thing. Well, Google came out today and said, we will not participate in that, suggesting that they won't allow such tracking anymore on the Chrome browser. So that's big news if you're advertising on Google. One thing, however, Google will still allow tracking on their own properties, which right now include Google, YouTube, Google Drive, all that kind of stuff, pending antitrust legislation, which they might also be attempting to fend off with this action to be more thoughtful about people's privacy concerns, to seem like a more non-evil company. I don't know if that's possible for Google. Anyone that knows anything about Google knows they are 100% evil. However, this is a move in the direction towards the user, away from the power being held by the advertisers. So we'll see what this means, because other browsers and other companies, of course, all have to follow suit of Google, because just about everything that happens on the internet is tied in one way or to another, if you're doing advertising, to something to do with Google. So more as this develops, but that's the news today on World Wide Web Wednesday. Privacy getting a bump up over advertising targeting. So bottom line, the public hates the stalking and the targeting of ads, and the fact that Google and other companies know just about everything everybody does all over the internet. As advertisers, of course, we love the fact that there's all that stalking going on so we can micro-target our ads. Well, that seems to be going away. Time will tell. We'll see what happens. None of this takes place until next year anyway, sometime in 2022. So we'll see what happens between now and then. And I, as always, will keep you posted right here. That'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday. Catch you back here tomorrow on Throwback Thursday.